How many people know a record called Just One Look by Doris Troy? It's a long time ago. About 1962, 63, Just one look, right? Okay? That record was brought into our studio in Atlantic Records, and they said, this is a demo. We said, we want the demo. We need to put a background group on it. Point is, I'm trying to get the record. Background group. Producer of the record said, oh, I've got a girl. I'll call her. She'll bring me somebody to do backgrounds. First time I ever met Sissy Houston and her two nieces, Dee Dee and Dionne Warwick. They were the background group. Okay? A couple of weeks later, I was using the same background group to sing on a Drifters record, because if the Drifters didn't have a 1-4-5 chord to sing to, they were lost. If you gave them a 6 minor or a 2, they were out of their minds. They, you're on my note, man, you know, like trouble. So I brought the girls in to fill out the Drifters. Bert Bacharach was our piano player on that recording session. When the session was over, he came up and he said, are they signed to Atlantic? And we said, no. He said, can I sign that one girl? Can I audition her? That was the beginning of Dionne Warwick's career. Okay, you know Dionne Warwick? We're not done. There was a girl in 1963-64, there was a record called With Pen in Hand. The singer on it was Billy Vera, a white kid from White Plains, New York. The girl on it was a black girl named Judy Clay. And this was a very risky record, and the topic was very suggestive, with pen in hand. They're talking about breaking off a love affair. I'm writing you this note and so forth. Interracial, this is ridiculous. 1963? I mean, where do we get the record played? New York, Chicago, Detroit, and Los Angeles. They wouldn't play it in Mississippi. Trouble, okay? I need background group. I call up Sissy Houston. I say I need some girls. She doesn't show up with Dionne and Dee Dee. She shows up with 3 other girls. Estelle, Sylvia, whatever. Start singing. A couple of days later, I need another background part. Call up Sissy, say, tomorrow 11 o'clock. She said, be there. Boom, she's there. 3 other girls. I never get the same 3 girls. I'm wondering, where the hell is she finding all of these people? They all come from a church choir. Amen. Montclair, New Jersey. Whitney Houston was conceived while Sissy was working for Atlantic Records. And when Sissy used to come in, and I'd say Saturday morning, she'd say, Saturday is family day. Have to be done by 1 o'clock. We'd be in the studio 10 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday because timetable dictated it. And Sissy would come in with her 2 other children. And Whitney would be on the end of the console in a basket. And the other 2 kids would mime Whitney, while Sissy and whoever was with her was singing the background parts. Saturday was a very important day to them. It was family day. The kids would come into the city. They would go to the Roxy Theater, to Radio City Music Hall. They would go to the Automat, and they would go home and sing in church evening services at 6 o'clock. That's where Whitney started to sing. Okay? Muscle Shoals, Memphis, Tennessee, Jackson, Mississippi. I am from Manhattan, New York City. Okay? I go down south and like it's a different world. To this day, if I were to take you on one of my trips, if I were to start driving at 9:30, 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning, and drive from Tupelo to Natchez to Jackson to wherever you want to go, and I turn on AM radio, all I hear is 15 and 30-minute programs of every church, from Baton Rouge all the way to Atlanta, with their 15-minute gospel choir preacher pitch. And they say, here's the West Mississippi Pentecostal choir singing, so forth and so on. Lordy Lord, don't they sound good? Yeah, you know, your money, we need a fuel car, and it's a pitch. And this is all done for nothing.
Gospel of Detroit's New Bethel Baptist Church, where her father was the preacher.
That's her father's choir.
At 8, she possessed a voice beyond her years. Already a church soloist, she starred in her father's nationally acclaimed revival tours. Reverend C.L. Franklin loved every kind of music and opened his home to the biggest names in black music, from jazz, pop, and the blues. Aretha took it all in, but the pop world won her over. At 18, she was ready to try her wings. Her way.
Here I am.
My friends keep telling me that you ain't no good. Oh, they don't know that I believe.
That's me.
She laid down the tracks, not just the songs, but of a new kind of music. Earthy and overflowing with life.
And that's her sister singing with her, Irma.
She stalked her songs until she had them down.
The dirty old man, okay, fine.
You should
Stop, shut up. You've seen enough, you know what I'm talking about. Here's somebody who's a gifted singer. There's people who, hey, this girl can sing, we gotta sign her. And then instead of finding out where her heart is and what she's good at singing, they said, here, learn this song, we're gonna record it next week. She learned it, she sang it. Rita can't sing for her. Nobody in life can she sing for, no. She'll sing her heart out on anything you put in front of her. Because she's that kind of a person. She gives 100%. You say, open the door, and she's ready to go. It comes from here. She means it. But you got to be careful what you give her, because you can waste a lot of energy. You can understand now why the Sweet Inspirations, Sissy, Irma, Estelle, any number of the girls, there were like 12 or 13 girls altogether, including Aretha's sisters. So when I ended up doing a lot of Aretha Franklin sides, I never had to worry about singers. I never had to think or write a background part. I never had to say, I want you here, I want you there. I'd learn from them. Because they'd listen and say, oh yeah, yeah, that's beautiful. Whatever you want, go ahead and do it. I mean, I'm learning. I'm going to school.